Alright, so this time we're gonna take this and then I'm gonna take this. Make sure my rod's not at the door. Loving how calm it is today. No heavy winds. Alright, not my morning. Got one. Oh, he let go. He let go. Damn, I had one. Got one. Yes, sir. Come on. Where you at? Yes, sir. Nice. You're gonna have to come with me, buddy. It's a decent fish. Got one. Yes, sir. I don't think it's that big though. Oh, and he got loose. Yeah, he wasn't a keeper anyways. Oh, we got one. It's two on the board. Got one. Oh, he got loose. Damn, that might have been the keeper right there. Got one. Got one. Oh. Just gonna stick to what I know. I know this thing catches fish. Might not land them all, but it catches them. Got one. Got one. Yes, sir. See? Told you. Told you. Told you. Told you. Told you. I told you. I told you. NLBN for the fucking win. Let's go. I told you, boy. First cast. As soon as I put that thing on, what I told you. NLB. This ain't a freaking video for NLBN. All right, y'all. So we're about to catch, clean, and cook these two largemouth bass. 14.5, 15 inches. This one was 1.8 pounds. This one was 1.6 pounds. This one will be for the wifey. This one will be for me. I'm pretty simple when it comes to filleting fish. I don't do nothing special. I just, if you look at the fish, I'll show you. I just pretty much take my knife and I start with it facing this way. And I cut under the gill to make my first starting line. There we go. Alright, once I do that, then I'll turn the blade and cut. If you look right here, I'm going to cut all the way down that spine. And once I get here to the tail, I'm going to find a space over the spine. Like, you don't want to go under it, you want to go over it. And then poke it right through the bottom right there. And just come like that. All the way through. And you just take your blade, run it all the way through, cut a little more. And you want to just keep pointing down. So that way you want to hit it right against the bone. Like right here, you see all this meat I just left. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. That'll be a little nugget. And once you get to the ribs, you just got to cut above the ribs. Just like that. And then what I like to do is, once you get this little line right here, I just take this and cut right down that line right over the ribs. And it just makes a perfect fillet. That side's done. Next thing is clean the blood off of these fish. I don't generally like to use hot water just because you might start cooking the meat. So I like to wash the skin off too, kind of get some of that sliminess off. And then put it back and grab the next one. All you're doing is just cleaning off his blood. And then hit the skin, clean off that sliminess. You're not going to get all the sliminess off, but I mean, it's a good start to be able to grip this when you're skinning it. Like how much different that looks compared to that. So yeah, you want to make sure you're washing these off. And as you're washing them, you can kind of feel where you have bones, if you may have any. Like, you know, put your thumb around the rib cage area, on the spine area, where you would generally tend to have bones left behind. You see where you got them. Kind of keep that mental note. So when you cut this skin off, you can cut those fillets off once the skin is off. Or that you can cut the bones off. This fillet was not that dirty. All right. You'll notice that the cutting board that I use to cut the fish on is paper thin, and the one that I'm gonna use to skin them on is maybe like half an inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. There's a reason for that, and the reason is so that way I can keep my knife flat to the board when I'm skinning, and I can get as close to the skin as possible depending on the amount of bloodline that's in the fish. You know, if there's a lot of bloodline, then you don't want to get so close to the skin. It's better to leave a little meat on the skin, because then you can leave that bloodline behind and not have to worry about it after. But a fish like this is not going to leave you bloodline. This right here is clean meat right here, so you'll see once we get it off. So you just want to cut down to the skin, and then grab onto that little flap that you left behind, and just keeping the knife level with the board. And as you go along, you want to just grab the skin so you have a more firm grip. And you'll hear it and feel it if it's getting too close, and you can angle your knife up and just kind of get more of that. And then, boom, finish her off. Good to go. Skin is ready to be disposed of. So we're doing the same method here, and we're going to run the same method along all of the fillets. Boom, done. I think this is the guy that had the bones in it. Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of the bones. So you'll see the bone line. So you'll just basically cut around it, trying to cut as close to it as possible, so you lose as much meat as possible, or lose as little meat as possible. All right, that's it right there. Good to go. You can feel it down, make sure there's nothing left, and feels like we're good to go. Nothing up here. Boom. All right. Last but not least, let's make me and my wife some lunch. Put these bad boys in. They seem a little too big for this pan, so I'm gonna put them at an angle so they're not bent up in there. All right. I might. Hoping we have room for this last guy. Boom, success. Generally you want to use a bigger pan, but we don't have one, so we're going to make the best of what we got. Bring this guy over. All right, so zoom that thing right over here. All right, some of my favorite ones to use: lemon butter garlic, onion butter, adobo, sazon, fishmonger. And then I'm gonna go in here, grab a little bit of olive oil, organic, whatever you want. Doesn't really matter, just gotta be olive oil. Yeah, so then what we do is we take the oven. You guys checking it out over here? Are you gonna preheat the oven to 400? Let that just do its thing. And then come over here. Alright, take a little bit of your olive oil and just sprinkle that. Doesn't have to be crazy. Alright. Oh, forgot. One ingredient. Forgot. Lime juice. Alright guys, put the lime juice right on top. Alright. Put a, doesn't have to be crazy, but generous amount. Alright, first thing we start with the onion butter, alright? This is just pretty much just cover the fish, and don't black out the fish in this. Just cover it, you know what I mean? Just make sure there's a little bit all over the fish. Same thing with the lemon butter garlic, but at a little heavier consistency. Simple as that. Boom. Sazon, adobo. We're gonna do that light, just really light. This stuff is powerful, and you don't want to put too much because it can make or break your meal. And the same goes with sazon. You're gonna take your sazon and go really lightly. Sorry guys. Alright, we're going to put this last seasoning on, and this is the fishmonger, and this is another one that we're going to be really light with. Alright, and that's it. We're good to go. That is oven ready. We're going to go ahead and wait for that thing to preheat to 400, and once it gets to 400, we're locked in. Let's go. Guys, I did forget to mention, after you season these fish up, you do want to mix that up, because if not, it'll be too heavy on one side. So go ahead and just take those fish and just move them around. Try not to be too rough with them because fish are fragile. These are some pretty big boys, so they're not going to break apart too easily. But yeah, just like this, and you just want to get the seasoning on both sides. And then, once that's done, they're ready for the oven. Alright, we are ready to cook. Let's go. Let's put that bad boy in. So we're going to go ahead and put this thing in. You want to have it fairly close, like one rack under the mid-level. And then you don't have to put a top on it. You can just leave it in there just like that. Let it cook for about 20 minutes. You're going to set your timer. And just put it to 20 minutes. And at 20 minutes, you should be good to go. Alright, food is done. Let's get this thing out the oven. Alright, make sure you got some mitts. Put that thing up. Look at them boys. Yeah. They smell good. They smell real good. All right, we just warmed up some rice that my wife made the other day. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put these on the plate and get on the table and eat them, and we'll let you know how it tastes. All right, y'all, the work is done. We went out and got the fish. We went home, we cleaned it, we cooked it. Now, only thing left to do is put it in our stomachs. So let's get to it. That's solid.
A few moments later.
Well, that meal was good. Yeah, I mean, it's good fish, man. There's no other way I could talk about it, but you see our plates, they're cleaned up, and we're ready to have the rest of our day. So, yeah, man, if you liked the video, like, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you guys thought about the fish. Let me know what you guys thought about the catches, all the missed fish. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the little notification bell so you'll be the first to know when my videos drop. Yeah, man, that's it. I'll see you guys out in the water. Yank them up.